Hey, what's happening, man? Thank you for joining us, the King Penny Podcast. This is episode number 2. Last week was dope. I appreciate you guys tapping in, checking it out. The views were great. The feedback was awesome. I know there's a lot of stuff I need to work on, and we're going to get to it. But this week, let's try to make it better. That's all we're going to do, week by week. And we have a very beautiful special guest from here in Longmont, Colorado, Miss Katrina. Look, I don't have an applause button.
You should, because that was a great intro. You should.
Because I'm the sound guy, too, and the video guy. Look here, I can only do so much.
Okay, we got it.
All right, there we go. So, you know what I mean? We know your name is Katrina, right? So today, we're going to figure out what it is you actually do, what's motivating you, what's the overall goal, and how you balance all of this.
Great.
Are you ready?
Life questions. I think I was born ready, but yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well,
let's get into it.
Let's start. So where are you from?
Originally, I'm from California. I was born in Palo Alto, stayed out there for a few years. My mom moved me here really young. I went back and forth for a long time, and then I just stayed out here, had some kids, made my own roots.
Okay, and how many children?
I have 3 kids. Probably the reason why we could just jump into motivation. But yeah, I have 3 children, so I just forgot how old they were, 12, 11, and 7.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. Single, married?
None of your business. Just,
wow.
I'm single, and I'm not specifically looking because I just have more important things right now.
Hey, I heard that. No, that's really good. So what do you do for a living?
I feel like the better question is, what don't I do?
Okay.
I'm a woman with many hats. I get that all the time. I'm a woman with many hats. I like to say I'm a catalyst of magic. So, and not in the way of like crystals and spells and all that stuff.
Please
like, no. I just like to be passionate about what other people are passionate about. So I do like a lot of content creation and photography and social media management. I'm partner for a company called the Knock 303 as well. Shout out to Kelsey and the Knock. That's the fam bam right there. And we do a lot of cool things together that you just really can't put into categories other than create magic.
I did come across that cipher though, and I was talking to you about that before we started.
Mm-hmm.
That what's the actual like the Hispanic cipher or?
Yeah, so it not necessarily a Hispanic, but we really wanted to shout out that hip hop is in like everybody's culture. Yeah. So it may have started, in certain areas, but it's adapted to where like so many people can be a part of hip hop. And, for the most part, a lot of people see music as colorblind. So we really love that. So we went and we called it our Chicano lineup.
Okay.
But yeah, so a lot of artists that, and some of them weren't even heavily like into their heritage like that, but they were just like, this is a great way for me to start. And we went to, Cultura Chocolate in Denver, which is like a Hispanic chocolate factory. Oh. And that was really cool. And the whole neighborhood is really just Latino pride. And we had a great time. But yeah, please go to YouTube and type in the Knock 303. Check out all of our ciphers. They're incredible.
It's too early for a plug. But we're going to go ahead and look. No, look, it's right
just
on
add that in there.
We opened the door a little bit. Hey, we might as well keep this thing open.
Yeah.
No, I got you, though. But it is fire, though. Definitely check that one out, man. So you wear all these hats. Mm-hmm. But you also are in school.
Yes, I am.
And what are you studying?
Business management with an emphasis on small business and entrepreneurship. The idea is to be able to walk into any business and make it more successful and like more thriving, and then walk out and just keep like a residual income from that business. That way there's multiple streams of revenue, generational wealth, all those things.
Oh, look at you thinking ahead, well, you got...
I have 3 kids, yeah.
I was just like,
3 kids, 1 income, you got to do something big.
So how often do you meet with your team?
Kelsey and I talk. Kelsey, I have multiple teams, but Kelsey's probably my main. Shout out to my boys at Survival 7 as well, because Survival 7 Entertainment.
Okay.
I run their social media and do probably about 80% of their content creation and promotion, marketing, and stuff like that. They're great. They're super great. I'm not as heavily in with them as I am with Kelsey. Like her and I, we talk every day at like 7 o'clock in the morning. She's calling me like, so on today's schedule. And I'm like, yep, I'm here for it. Let's do it. Cool. But realistically, we try to meet twice a week because right now we have 3 projects that we have in motion, and none of them are like in the same realm. So.
But you guys function in Denver though.
Yes. Yeah. So the Knox 303 is primarily out of Denver. Not to say that we don't pull from wherever, but that's just where the main music hub is.
So an artist can reach out to you guys just on
Absolutely.
Instagram, or
So we have a link tree, but Instagram's probably our biggest way of pulling in artists. We do have in our link tree, there's an artist submission form. If you're an artist, don't think because you're not from Denver you can't work with the knock. We support like all creativity and drive in artists because we just think that our artist community is really underserved and not represented in the best way, which was how this whole idea came to be. And this is Kelsey's idea. I just jumped in like halfway through when she was having a rough time, and we are like yin and yang and work really well together.
And also, too, I want a Longmont artist, too, to tap in the comment section.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And name some names, who's doing what. I know my boy Chris 2 times. I'll be trying to get him on everywhere. He be rapping at my weight pile. Hey, my man be doing this thing, though, but I got to try to get him going. But
come see us on the Instagram. I run it, so if you tell me Penny sent you.
Hey, man. But so all those hats. Mm-hmm. So I want to know, how do you balance all of this? Like, how do you juggle everything that you have going on?
All the answers I wanted to say are probably not appropriate for the audience that we're looking at. But balance as of late, especially within the last couple months, has really been a big word on my plate because it's always a balance, whether it's like work and private life or whether it's like my 2 to 5 different jobs, or balancing a schedule or keeping school. And I really don't think I have an answer. I just try to be really self-aware of how I'm feeling, because I can go and go and go just like a lot of people, we'll push ourselves into the ground, but really being aware of, when I'm doing too much or when I need to find my peace, and that helps me find the balance. Like knowing that I'm getting to my limit helps me be able to anticipate the next round of when I need
to. So
that.
how did you pivot or transition into this, like all of these? Like, because I'm sure you had like a regular 9 to 5, right?
Oh, I still have a 9 to 5 too. On top of my,
so
I still work a 9 to 5. Shout out Rise Broadband.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're actually a great company. I can't even lie. I've been with them for like 4 years. And because of the stability I have with that company, I'm able to like really explore like my schooling and things like that. They work with my schedule too for my kids, and they're a great company. I can't even.
Okay. But so you do that. But how did you pivot from that to doing all this stuff, all the other stuff? Like, what got you involved in all the other stuff?
Man, I know exactly what it was. Shout out to one of my good friends. His name is PG. He's an artist in Denver. I was originally a fan before him and I were ever friends. And I started going to his shows, and then we just really started communicating. And he had done a show with The Knock, and I applied for their internship right around the same time that I was doing a video with him. And then Kelsey just also happened to be in that video, and we met and just really have been in communication ever since that moment. But it's because of my good friend P and Kelsey that like a lot of doors have opened up to me in this area, because before I was just another kid in the crowd, like happy to be here, which I'm still immensely happy to be here, like at any event that I'm at. But that was the pivot, probably doing my internship and being like #1 fan for my good friend.
Okay, nah, that's super cool. So this is always a tough question because I want to know, what's your least favorite part about everything that you do? The least, like, what is the most tedious, the most nerve-wracking, or the, that really slows you kind of down?
Honestly, it's my 9 to 5.
Oh.
Yeah. If I didn't have my if I could be stable without my 9 to 5 and really just do like the things that I love to do and am passionate about, that'd be great. But realistically, I just can't replace the income right now. But my 9 to 5 is probably the thing that I hate to do the most. Like when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, dang it, gotta work from 8:30 to 5:30, which I'm blessed to work from home and things like that. But still, I just, I could be off networking or locking in venues or exploring other things that I can't do just sitting at the desk.
Never enough time in the day.
Never enough time.
There's never enough time. But so now that we got that out the way, what is the favorite? Like, what is the moment that you like? You really soak it all in, like.
That's hard. I have so many of these moments lately. I recently picked up photography pretty heavily, and so like when I'm going through the pictures and like seeing these incredible pictures, like that if I would see them online, I'd be like, dang, who took that? And I took that. Another moment like that is our studio nights with The Knock. Like when we have all the artists in the studio and they're creating, and It's a vibe. It is a whole vibe. Like I couldn't put it into words, but they should try to capsule that and sell it because it would be phenomenal for people to be able to experience that kind of just camaraderie and like creativity, innovation all in one room between different people.
And so you're feeding that energy,
Hmm.
but I'm sure there's late nights,
Oh yeah.
and then you have to get home and be mom, and then get up, go to
Mhm.
work, and do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what motivates you to get up? Like, what kind of, because late nights studio, sure. I mean, we've all had them. Like, I used to
Right.
make music a long time ago.
What?
Yeah, man,
Let's
long
hear
time
some
ago.
Penny.
No,
Come
no.
on, spit
But
something
I'll
one
give you
time.
something right now.
Yeah, like
No,
one
no,
time.
no.
I was like, holy,
No,
he's
no,
gonna
no.
do it.
But you got to think. So you're tired.
Mhm.
You know, you come home and stuff like that, and then the day doesn't matter what happened last night. You know what I mean?
Right.
It still needs to be attacked. What's getting you out of bed? What's motivating you? What's that fire? Where is that coming from?
The badass in me wants to say because that's just how I am. And if I tell my friend all the time, no one else is gonna do it. You know what I mean? No one else is gonna do it. But realistically, it's the God. It's so many things. It's remembering 5 years ago when I didn't wake up in a bed, then I woke up on the floor. You know, it's my kids have their own beds to wake up in. It's so many things that motivate me that so many people find me like inspirational in their life. You know, and empowering. Like that keeps me going as well. Just the push of wanting better. You should always be trying to do better, and so that should help you wake up in the morning anyways, because it's just a new opportunity to have a better day than yesterday, be a better person than yesterday.
I think a lot of people grind harder, you know, when they've seen the bottom.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
if you've seen the bottom and you've been there, you know it.
Yeah.
And so it
You don't ever want to go back.
Yeah, and so it just makes people have, like, you know, that extra bit of dog in them.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? And that's just.
My kids are so entitled. Like, my son, I need a charger for my phone. Boy, I didn't even have a phone until I was in like 10th grade, and I had to figure out how to pay for that and just all the things. But I'm blessed that my kids live in a world where like they don't even know like a third of the things that I knew at their age, you know, and not even in a bad way. Like just my kids are the sheltered kids, and I never had that luxury growing up.
You know, the way people be texting, we need to go back to that voice stream, 10 cents a text. Hey, look, you call me.
Yeah, just
like,
call me.
like, I try to get stuff done. They, bang, bang, bang. I'm texting me. I'm like, hey, this. Like, you know what I mean? I don't understand. Just call me, and I can tell you what we're trying to do or tell you.
Aren't
and
you
then,
like really old though too? So like,
well, you know, I've been here for a couple moons. I've seen my fair share. We're not gonna go there.
You look great. You look great. You look, what are you, like 25?
Hey,
27?
Look, I appreciate the compliment. Look, I appreciate you reaching. Look, I appreciate you reaching. But yeah, that's not gonna land. So what are your goals right here, right now? Like I know they're ever evolving, but what is, like, say for instance, a 1 year, 5 year? What's the goal here?
In a year, I'd like to be out of my 9 to 5 and solely working off of like my entrepreneurial ventures. 5 years, I'd like for those ventures to have created some amount of wealth, so I can purchase more properties and things like that to really expand on some of my goals of businesses, as well as already have like a few businesses that I've hopefully helped along the way. Man, that's such a hard question because I really just want to be great. Like, I just want to be great.
My man. Hey, look at my man. Hey.
And like, there's no
At
solid
look
end
what it
goal.
says on there. Hey,
Yeah.
be great, King.
Yeah.
Hey, every day.
Yeah.
Look, that's the only thing I think about. Hey,
Yeah, we got it.
there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, gotta have one on you.
I
You know,
forgot
even
my
though,
chain today.
you know, I think like a king, but I do the work of a servant every day.
Oh, that's
You
beautiful.
know, I
Yeah.
serve the people.
Mhm.
I try to be one of the people, and, you know, just try to be better.
Right.
Try to treat people the way that I want to be treated.
Absolutely.
And also, too, opportunities, man. The opportunities come when you're serving others and when you're helping other people find their way, like you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, as far as like just helping them with their business, helping them with their dreams, their ideas. At the same time, you're getting your bucket full, and you're networking, you're meeting other people, and you're finding other avenues. And that's the beauty of it. I don't think a lot of people, everybody just wants to check.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? It's more than a
See,
bag.
and the check comes after for me. Realistically, both of my teams now, you know, I work for the knock for free just because I love what we do. Like, I don't cash a check. I mean, and Kelsey is like, she buys the best gifts ever. I swear, like once a week, she's got some cool little present, like anything from just cool candles. She bought me like a really cool like inspirational journal because I write, but sometimes it's hard, so it like gives you just like cool little inspirational points to pivot off of in your writing. And she's very thoughtful in that sense. But we're in the trenches right now, and both of my companies, like Survival 7, my boys have been around for a while, but like we're still grinding all the time. I'm coming up on, actually this year will be my first year under contract with them, first completed year under contract with them. But before that, like we were just doing it off the muscle because I believe in you and like what you do. So the money is an afterthought. Everybody wants money and everybody wants to be successful and stable and be able to afford life, but that's an afterthought to me. I want to serve the people.
This might not be a question you can answer, and I wouldn't even want to put you on the spot about it. But it's a question that I have, and not just for you, but just for the Colorado music scene. Why is there no unity, or why hasn't there been a push behind maybe one or two artists? Like just push them out there, and then you kind of follow the leader type of, you know what I mean? Like, hey, he's on, let's follow him. Like, let's go, and then everybody else can come behind them and sign. And I see such, and it's been going on for a while. Like, why hasn't a Colorado artist gained like serious like mainstream traction?
Right.
And I can't. For the life of me, I can't, because I hear some of the stuff. Like I forget the artist's name. I hit him up like 2 days ago in the morning. I heard like a snippet of 30 seconds or something like that, and then I hit him. I was like, hey man, that's really good.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you're on to something here, man. Keep grinding.
You're
like, and this is like 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, like.
That's me. That's me in artist inbox, like at 6 in the morning, like, you're fantastic.
And then he like.
Did you see I censored myself just now?
Hey, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Rule, no cussing.
I wrote it down.
No, got it right here 5 times. Like, please, no cussing. No, but but he hit me back at like 8, like, appreciate it, bro. And I told him, I'm going to follow you, man, see what you got going on. And
I wish you knew who it was.
I forget his name. I honestly do, like, just off the top of my head right here, right now.
Here's the thing. There's so many ways that question could potentially be answered, but is there a right answer for it? I can tell you, I'm at different events. Like, I'm at probably no less than 2 or 3 events. I try to go to an event every weekend, at least. And then I'm always in open mics and stuff. And every event that I go to, there is at least one artist that I've never heard of before. And I work in the music industry, and I've never heard of them before. A lot of people rephrase that question to why is there nobody big out of Denver? Like, why does Denver not have its own sound? Or why does Colorado not have its own sound? But Colorado, we really don't have our own anything. Like, we're in the middle of everybody. We have legal weed here. We have beautiful landscapes. Most of our cities, have some kind of give back to the community stuff going on. So everybody wants to be here. And so it's like this melting pot. Like 9 times out of 10 when you meet an artist, they're not even from here originally. They're here by way of, but there are incredible artists doing like incredibly loud things right now. But I think it's that mentality more that people feel like, oh, well, there's no real sound out of Denver. But I'm like, y'all haven't met some of my friends because like we have a sound and we have crazy skill. It blows my marbles that people like that I can just walk up to in real life aren't like swarmed by fans. Like just musically, there's a lot of talent here. And not even just like rappers, but like we have singers, we have people who play real instruments. Our open mic nights that I go to are just insane with like gifted people that I would have never imagined like that you would not be YouTube famous or something in this day and age, or there's so many different ways to get there, but also it's a very saturated industry as well.
Yeah. No, like I said, I didn't want to put you on the spot about answering it because this is a tough question that years in the making that nobody has figured.
Here we are, 2023, and who's really come out of here? And we have some artists that did really well, like Trev Rich and Atmosphere and stuff like that. Like I don't think Atmosphere is from here, so I just dropped his name in there for no reason.
Another plug for it.
But like Trev Rich always comes to mind because I'm a fan of Trev Rich, and I hate that people call him like a B artist because I don't feel that way, but he also hasn't made it to the level of where like he's openly everywhere, like Jay-Z and Wayne and all the greats of our time. But it's also different how.
Yeah, you stay at it, you'll find your way. You know what I mean?
It's finding your formula.
The music industry, you could be in it forever. Then all of a sudden you got a
one
hit.
Day, just
wake up one day, a song you maybe made a while ago starts gaining some
my boss
traction.
Hash got bars. He with Survival 7, he's been doing music for many, many years. And I am always like, I don't understand, like, why, you know, and it's not him, it's just, it's the society, the culture that we're in, you know, because he is a phenomenal artist and he's very seasoned, you know. Almost anybody who knows anybody knows who Hash is, at the open mic nights, you know, at the cypher nights and things like that. And he's just an incredible artist. But I don't know, because he's in Denver or... And that is also curious to me too. Like if these amazing artists uprooted and went somewhere where there's like a music like hotspot, so to speak. So like I first thought of like Nashville or Atlanta or, you know, New York, things like that, where there's like heavier polluted opportunities for artists and things like that, if they would skyrocket as comparison to here, where because we don't have anyone that's come big out of here, no big super big recording labels or anything like that here, we just have a lot of talent.
Okay. Yeah, can't solve the music industry. It's going to do what it does.
Let me not vent.
Look,
I'll go on about it. We'll go on about it.
So somebody who wants to get in the field or wear the hats that you have and you wear, what advice would you give them? Like what would you, how would you explain to them?
Don't do it. Just
like,
joking.
Like what would you share with them? What would you say?
Gosh, be humble, be courteous, like just be like a decent person. I can't really like speak to that because I can't imagine one person doing what I do. You know what I mean? Like maybe one of the things that I do, but I feel like regular people don't do 27,000 different ventures at one time. But if you are that type of person, if you're that one in a million like me, make time to sleep, find your peace and your balance. Always have a like something that is like automatic peace for you. You know, mine's my dog. Like whenever, that's just what it is. Whenever I'm stressed, like she just knows, and she's my instant gratification. Like when it comes to peace, outside of music, I can always throw music on and find peace. But I work in music too, so sometimes I just want silence. But yeah, find your sleep, find your peace, and drink your water. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.
So, and then also too, how has embarking on all these, you know what I mean, projects and different things, how has it just affected your life or your path on life?
Gosh, it's been nothing but blessings. Since I decided that this is what I wanted to do, like this is what I was gonna do, this is what I'm good at, which I don't even know what that is specifically, but I sometimes get referred to that I fill in all the gaps, like I just, whatever's missing, like it's just me and I fill that in. And I liked that because I really do approach people with like, what do you need? And like, how can we make that happen? You know, even if it's something I've never heard of before, like I'll spend hours trying to figure it out before like ever just giving up on something. And now I forgot your question because I just went around in a circle.
I'm saying just how it like affected your path. Like, so say for instance, like, you know, salespeople, right? Mm-hmm. You know, like they go door to door. Sometimes they get rejected by 20 houses, but they still have that same energy on the 21st house. Mm-hmm. Like they still push through, they plug and plug away. And I'm wondering how what you do and, you know what I mean, all the stuff that you help people with and all the things that you do, how has it affected just your life? Like, what have you taken from it? What have you, you know what I mean? What has it instilled in you?
Gosh, those are great questions. I mean, just to keep going, like, so the second that I decided to do this for myself, really, I just, blessings and opportunities. And I'm a very big believer of the world. The world gives you the opportunity to go the right way that you're supposed to go. I personally believe in like a predestined path of and whatever that looks like. And so somewhere it's already written what I'm supposed to do, but I just had to find it. And so whenever I make a good decision, I'm rewarded with that by other blessings and other options. And so I have just I don't really know. What have I instilled? To trust myself, to trust my own 2 feet.
And then so in that answers actually my last question too, because I want to know how it changed your life, like, you know, like how it is.
I'm so much happier now.
and that's
not that I was miserable, but life felt redundant and stagnant, you know. And I've been in school for a minute, and I knew that I wanted to do better, but things would just felt like they're just dragging on. And now in like the last 2, maybe 3 years, like I've just excelled in everything that I do, and the people that I touch do well, and that sounds really like cocky and conceited, and I don't mean it to be. I really try to add value to people's lives, in general, and in return, it makes mine more fulfilling.
So the last question that I have is, how can anyone listening to this podcast or people, within the city support you? Or, how can, they help you be a better you? Or reach your goal? Like, how can they?
Yeah, I'm like, realistically, both my companies need sponsorship right now. So if anybody has related to anything I've said, or you just want to have more conversations, please reach out to me. But otherwise, man, just supporting, social media, unfortunately, is a really big part of what I do. So, go follow my pages, like the content that's coming out, take time to watch the videos, comment, share, all that fun stuff. I always share and show love back to people because reciprocity is a huge part of my world. So
don't use that R word here.
Reciprocity.
Hey, Lord, threw my whole life off with that. What she want? What
you just say?
No, but definitely. So at the bottom of this, we'll plug all those who all you work with and who need sponsorships and stuff like that. But I want to know, what else would you like to say? Who else would you like to plug? Now is the time to plug. Make sure you shout out Winning Wednesdays too.
Yes, thank you. So let's start with Winning Wednesdays. This Wednesday in Denver at the Lifeline. If you Google Lifeline Colorado, it pulls up the address. It's on Byock Road in Denver. But we do it typically every other Wednesday. But we have a Metamorphosis Gala coming up on July 1st. So there's only one Winning Wednesday this June. So make sure you're at this one because it's huge. We have like 3 different cooks donating food. There's going to be, games there and people just hanging out, services to help you heal, like massage and energy realignment and all those fun things. Like
I did catch a glimpse. They were doing haircuts too.
Yes, they do haircuts. We have a barber. Shout out Caesar. He's amazing. I was thinking about
going over there get mine right. Like yeah, I might.
Yeah, you're gonna get a little fade up.
I might get.
No, you should. You should definitely come
high
back.
Top.
Somebody come volunteer for him so he can make it to Winning Wednesday.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. They're amazing. Natasha Bar Shalom is incredible. Shout out to my boys at Survival 7. Go follow Vinny T. Hustle, Hash Got Bars, Mike Steele, and Knowledge, which his IG is Freedom Team. But they're incredible artists, incredible human beings. All of them have like a super packed summer lineup as well. So if you're looking for some stuff to come out and do, definitely plug in with them. Shout out to the Knock. That's like my family home base. Please go watch our most recent cipher. All our ciphers, watch all of them. But our most recent one is really phenomenal, and we just released it this last week. So ready to run it up. And I'm sure I'm missing people. Shout out to every single person that I love. And if you're watching this, like, damn, she didn't say my name. This is that moment. I'm saying it. Just you don't know about it.
I got it right here.
Yeah.
Forgot my homegirl Trina. Trina from what's
Oh yes. Please follow me. Long Live the Queen 23 on Instagram. Katrina Obi on Facebook. Hardly anyone but this guy calls me Katrina though, so he's just known me since I was like sporting long socks. But support me, and then that in return supports you because I'm gonna turn around and love all your stuff too.
Great photographer too, by the way. So.
Oh gosh, yeah. I do so much stuff I forget to like
don't
tell
worry.
the world.
I'm gonna give this podcast to you to edit. Don't worry. You're gonna save 3 hours out of my life. But yeah, thank you again for coming down to the
Absolutely.
King Penny
Thank you so much
podcast.
for having me.
And I appreciate you showing up, being on time, being professional. I also want to tell you thank you for letting us in, letting us take a glimpse into your life and all that you have going on. I asked you some questions in the beginning. You kind of poked the prod a little bit, but I appreciate you taking the time to answer them. Appreciate all that you do for the community, everything, and all the businesses you help. And like I said, if there's anything that I can do or we can do, anybody in my network, please do not hesitate to reach out.
Thank you for everything that you do, what you do for the community, providing a space for them to work out for free, and like you're there to support and encourage. Like those things are worlds. When I started my weight loss journey, just having someone to tell me, "Did you work out today?" Like it was a big deal. So I appreciate what you do for people, and I stay hawking your Instagram. Everybody looks like they're enjoying it and like really maxing out, and I appreciate that as well.
They're going to enjoy it till the 24th. Let me plug this. Got a squat competition, got a men's max, a women's max, and a couple of rep-off competition. Winners get cold cash and supplement products, courtesy of King Penny Supplement Company. Another plug. But make sure you come down to the Wave Pile on the Rockies, 1610 Main Street. And that's all we have for this week. Hey, stay tuned next week. And like I said, we're going to try to do a little better. It's hard to top this one, but we're going to try. We're going to try to do a little better and stuff like that and reach more people. Hey, thank you very much. King Penny Podcast. We're out of here. Hey, hold on. You can't do the finger point. I'm the last finger point. Hey, do it.
Hey,
Stop
man.
it.
Hey,
Stop.
man.
Stop.